make sure people don't take to the streets and start shooting and killing each other at random.
Right.
You understand? It's just to, you have okay, because you have money in your pocket, but you can't buy shit.
Right.
You can't. What you gonna buy?
Car.
What you could really buy?
Car.
Nothing. You just have money in your pocket. So as this thing comes to say, I don't lose my train of thought. What is this you're saying about
No, I was saying that they don't have no beef.
In the I forget where you come from with that. Though.
No, because you were saying that America is done.
Okay, it's definitely. Oh, Salaki, it's definitely done. So now what you would find is there's going to be a forced separation of us on all levels.
Right.
The last to be separated are going to be those of us who are professionals in Esau society. Your lawyers, your doctors, your engineers.
Okay.
Because those people are the most, it's just the wind. I mean, you could do it one more time, but if it flies open again, I wouldn't sweat it. Right? Those people who are integrated at that level in Esau society are going to be the last to be separated. Because why? Why are they going to be the last to be separated?
It's because they benefit from Esau society.
That's true, but there's another reason, and it's also in the Bible.
I imagine that case, they'll be the last hope to try to bring us like the others back. So if as long as you have these black people succeeding or looking like they're in a good position, then you think that you can still go on that side.
There's another one.
Could you use precept? It's easier for the camel to enter the eye of the needle.
That too, but that's not the reason. Like, okay, it's gonna come a time where put the chair. You could put one more row back there instead of the couch. All right. Or unless you're more comfortable there, it's fine. And if you're comfortable there, so all right, no sweat. There's another reason. There's another reason for that. Not so much that the riches, because remember America would be fallen. Right. Riches is not going to mean anything. Have you seen LeBron James lately?
Yeah,
he looked like Hancock.
Yeah,
he looked like he got superpowers, but he's a drunk.
Yeah,
he looked like a brother to me, like somebody I could trust. But to America, LeBron looks like, you can get a piece of change, bro. Hey, what's going on, man? Thank you, man. He looks like that. You get the point?
Right.
So, but there's another way. There's another reason. Why is it they okay, America has basically come to a grinding halt, right? Basically. It's already there. Ain't no such a trade happening. Oil is down. The next step is war. That's the next step. Is inevitable. Right. Just like two siblings, when there's not enough food or one get more than the other, they're gonna fight.
Right.
If they're young enough.
Right.
And that's the stage the earth is in right now. Right now, the earth is on the brink of war. Chinese beating up Africans, kicking them out. Good job. Right. Chinese beating up Africans, kicking them out. Africans doing the same to Chinese.
Right.
It's on the brink of war. America was flying jets over, I think, Somalia or Kenya this week, dropping bombs this weekend. Nothing majorly in the news, right?
Right.
They moved ships down to Venezuela 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. Last week, they say we found the oil tank with $160 million worth of cocaine. And we're looking to invade to apprehend the biggest drug dealer in the world, which is Maduro.
Right.
So it just so happened the biggest drug dealer in the world is also the biggest oil dealer in the world. Right. It just so happened. Right. But of course, it's to save. Now, you'll go ahead. You'll get dark. There's the other one in there too, that the brother brought last week.
I didn't see that, sir.
Yeah, it's in the back there. I made sure. You can check it. Just pull it out on the counter just for the brothers, so they know where it is. You know where on the cabinet below?
Yeah,
that other small one is back there. I made sure of it. Right? They want to make sure that, and they're saying what? We have to take him out because he is impoverishing his country.
Right.
Haiti is poor too.
Right.
How come ain't nobody trying to go save Haiti?
Right.
Right? How come none of that going on? Maybe because you're already just concerned about the oil.
Right.
So that next step is war. So now with the present climate, it's separating from the bottom. It's not separating from the top. Just like it's built from the bottom up. That's how things start. It's separate from the bottom. You get the point? So the separation is already here on the bottom.
Right.
Where we join to this place, you found it?
Yep, come on, sir.
Where we join to this place, I see where I had to hide shit now.
Yeah,
I see.
It was in the cut.
That's an old school. And right in your face.
Yeah, right
you just
there.
can't
Right in
see
the
shit.
cut too. Good night.
Right? It's separated just above the middle class and the rich.
Right.
You understand? Because their hope is tied in here with the wealth. But beyond that, there's another reason that's going to be the last.
You said you asked the question, why will the rich of Israel not immediately separate? That's what I was trying to understand. So.
Okay, not that immediately separate. I didn't say immediately. I said, why would they be the last
The last
to separate? It's different from immediately separate because there are rich of Israel who done separate.
Yeah.
You all see that fool that slack? Yeah, I ain't gonna say fool. That brother who's in the world, Master P.
Yeah,
he done been separated from his first album.
Yep.
He in the world, but he did things the back way.
Yep,
all the way. He ain't perfect. He might have robbed a few people. I don't know. Most, executives now and then fleece your pocket. I don't know. But what I could say is his mentality is right.
Right.
His mentality is right. So you have people like him who's done separated already from this place. You get the point? Done separated, at least in principle. Then you have other people like these U.S. Surgeon General who still joined to this place. You have Oprah who still joined to this place. Jay-Z still joined to this place. You get the point? There's no clear cut of any kind of separation from them. But then beyond that, there's still going to be those who are held. There's no name ones who we don't know. Doctors, lawyers, forget the military men. It's military specialists, strategic military men who, would want, who you could use, who have the skill. You'll offer your sister something to drink? Sis, would you like a drink? Or as these brothers getting, come on, would you like a drink? All right, no problem, brother. Don't make it too strong. Just give her figure it out. God damn, Salaki. Y'all see her look. She looking over there like, well, hold on. What's going? I know it's about the brothers, but goddamn, shit, hell, no problem. I see what's going on in here. I warn you, make that push that brotherhood down the throat, please. God damn. I'm talking about the help, and y'all just disown the help. You know what I mean? Shit. Okay, so Kazaki, figure out that drink situation over there, please. All right, Bukwash, you can come back. This is your question. All right. So I'm gonna give you it for time's sake. That thing with is either Nebuchadnezzar, where he carried away all Israel captive. Right. You all know that scripture I'm talking about?
Yep.
The Smiths. Look up the Smiths. Now, ain't no ice in there. You probably had to pull it from on top, right? I didn't grab no ice at all. All right. Give me Jeremiah 29 and 2. Hold on. No. Give me Jeremiah 24 and 1.
Jeremiah chapter 24.
Salakia. 2 Kings 24 and 14. It's in different places, but there's one that drives it home. All right, 2 Kings 24 and 14.
Second Kings.
Make sure she have a bottle of water too, just in case.
Second Kings chapter 24, verse 14. And he carried away all Jerusalem and all the princes and all the mighty men of valor.
All right, read the first line again.
And he carried away all Jerusalem.
He carried away who?
All Jerusalem.
All Jerusalem, right? If I say I carried into slavery all of DC, what would you imagine in your head?
Just the city of people.
Taking the whole city, right?
Okay. When you hear all, you imagine everybody.
Everybody going into slavery. Bowser, Alexander, what's the fishman name? Who sell the fish down there on 8th Street? What's his name? Horace and Dickies.
Right.
The bus drivers, the homeless. I'm taking all of DC.
Right.
Read it again from the top.
And he carried away all Jerusalem, and all the princes, and all the mighty men of valor, even 10,000 captives.
So you hear the princes, the mighty men of valor,
Right.
amount to about 10,000 people.
Right.
Keep going.
And all the craftsmen.
All the craftsmen are.
The trade people, brothers have the trades.
That's what it means today. A craftsman is an engineer.
Oh God.
You understand? Thinking this time is somebody who would, your architect. He's a craftsman.
Right.
He's a craftsman. He put something together. So the men who building your bridges,
right.
The men who helping you with your buildings, your tunnels, your waterways. You understand? Remember, back then they still had sewer systems too.
Right.
They had conduits that would bring water to a zone. You get the point? Somebody built that. Somebody engineered that.
Right.
He's a craftsman. Go ahead.
All the craftsmen and smiths.
And the what?
Craftsmen and smiths.
And who's the smiths?
The blacksmiths.
The blacksmiths, the men who work in your iron.
Right.
From your metal work till your frames for your buildings and stuff like that, for your wheels for your carts. You get the point? All of those men they took, but they were about 10,000, and they took all of Jerusalem, right? Every single one, right? Keep reading.
None remain, save the poorest.
Save the what?
Save the poorest.
Save the what?
The poorest.
Go ahead.
Sort of the people of the land.
Oh, I thought they took all.
Right.
I thought they took all of Jerusalem. The people they took is who you need to build a nation.
Right.
That's why we don't have a community. Because our doctors, our craftsmen are in DC General.
Right.
Our lawyers are in the Supreme Court.
The
U.S. Supreme Court, not nigger kingdom Supreme Court.
Right.
You get the point? Right. All our athletes are playing in the National Basketball League, not the Negro League.
Right.
You understand? That's who they want. Who do they not want?
The poor.
The poor of Israel.
Right.
The ones who may not be able to afford to go get themselves skilled, or do not come from that prominent family who is generations of smiths, which is how it was in Israel, where your father was, there's a famous family in the scriptures. I believe they worked under David. They were the executioners. There was a family of executioners. The father is an executioner. That son going to grow up to learn to cut heads off.
Right.
That's it. So you're going to have that family line or that group or that village or that place where they might be close to water. So those men might be skilled in boat building, waterways, and fishing.
Right.
Everybody from that area, because it's just what's there. Then you might have people living in the mountains. They're good with the, cutting the trees down and bringing it down. They know how to navigate the horses up there. They have different skills because of where they live. You get the point? And then you have the poor of us, who those rich ones are supposed to help.
Right.
That's what the Lord gives you, whatever he gave you for.
Right.
You're rich. Your wealth is supposed to be for the poor. If you're strong, your strength is supposed to be for the weak.
Right.
You understand? It's a balance. You get the point? That's what it's for. But the white man, our oppressor, is so carnal.
Right.
His strength is to make him more strong.
Right.
You understand? And to take advantage of the weak. His riches is to make him more wealth and to take advantage of the poor.
Right.
You get the point? It's not to alleviate the poor.
Right.
It's not for that. It's to make him bigger and stronger and bigger and stronger. And as he gets bigger and stronger, he's going to have to make you or us poorer and weaker.
Right.
Right? It's going to start off with, we are going to conquer this place. We went to Vietnam, conquered Vietnam.
Right.
Or so they say. We went to, you get my point, right? I'm just saying. We went to the Gulf War, conquer the Middle East, or so they say. Well, where's my portion of Vietnam?
Right.
Where's my portion of the Middle East, of the Arab Spring? Right? They got embassies everywhere. Where's the embassy for what's the James Brown embassy?
Right.
You get the point? Like, they used us to conquer.
Okay.
And when they conquer, now they trim off the dead weight.
Right.
Because if we're part of their society, then we need resources. Well, I don't need you anymore. I need the food for me.
Right.
I know you're poor. Well, just hurry up and die.
Okay.
That's their solution. Their solution is go die.
Yeah.
Just hurry and die and put you all in one thing and just die, which is why they let the coronavirus run through the prisons the way they did, which is why they're still seeking to incarcerate brothers right now, which is why they was turning away blacks and Hispanics from the hospitals and not giving us the proper treatment over the so-called white people or the so-called, Europeans, because we are the burden on them.
Right.
But of course, the Surgeon General, Lord forbid, he coughs, he gets the most expensive ventilator. Oprah Winfrey, if she coughs, Magic Johnson has AIDS Act.
Yeah,
or HIV, whichever one, I don't know. What he got the beast. That's it. That's what we used to call that in back in Trinidad. That person got the beast. You see somebody shrink, say, oh boy, what happened then? The beast. Good. The monster, the beast, you know what I mean? You have it, you know what I mean? You and HIV is best friend. What's HIV? HIV, nigga. Why is it he's still alive? Why he's so big?
Right.
And he got HIV?
Right.
He could get the best treatment.
Okay.
But you wearing that Magic Johnson jersey from Kareem Abdul-Jabbar days, the tight Lakers jersey, brother, you get AIDS, that jersey is going to look huge on you by the time you're done because you're the poorest.
Yes.
You understand? Our oppressor, when he comes to take control, he's going to take what he needs to build a society.
Okay.
The problem is that's what we need to build our society.
Right.
The reason we don't have proper medical care, part of the major reason is we don't integrate it. So all our doctors who would come to our house, who would give us the proper remedies, who, now this, I'm not saying this to say ignore your doctor in the hospital, but we come from a people who know what grass to cut and boil,
right,
to help you with your headache. That's the kind of people we come from. You forget about Levi. Shit, Levi make a whole thing called voodoo, and people don't know it's just herbs. Right. It's just knowledge of herbs, you know what I mean? Right. Like, we come from a people who, you coughing, you got a whole cough on your chest. Your grandmother said, go out there in the back of the tree on the left side, there's a drum, there's some grass behind there with some big leaves, pick that.
Right.
And you go and you pick that, you come back, you boil it, the next day you fine.
Right.
Like, that's where we come from. So now think about that, coupled with the knowledge of the medicine today. Think of where we would be as a people if we had our own doctors. Our own, even our bodies are different from other nations' bodies, the way we respond and stuff. We can't eat that thing they eat. Them Ethiopians would get a camel and put the meat in the ground till it rots. That's a delicacy for them. You could go look it up. Right. They cook the meat and they put it in the ground for some days until it gets moldy. And that's a delicacy.
They call it being tender.
Say again? They tenderize it. Well, ain't no problem. I'll eat out the trash can in America with that shit. You get the point? That's not. So, it's Mr. You was going to say something?
Yeah, kind of. Why are you saying that's so heavy? Because when you really look at in America, so many inventions in America were by black people.
I was trying to walk right there. Go ahead.
But you never know it, because when they go and give that to white society, then white society looks like geniuses, when really it's really the wise of Israel is really doing all that.
Listen, the so-called our oppressor took black women and made them do math so well that he went to the moon.
Right.
The first computers, children today think this is a computer, or that thing you want is a computer. A computer is somebody who computes.
Right.
A driver is not a car that drives itself.
Right.
So a computer can't be a machine.
Right.
You get the point? A driver is somebody who drives.
Exactly.
A washer is somebody who washes. You get the point?
Right.
A computer is somebody who computes.
Right.
The first computers was black women.
Right.
But they will now they take our geniuses, they take the gifted of us, and they went to the moon with that. And then left us in the ghetto. Come on.
It's like, if I may say, I was just watching a special on George H.W. Bush
Which one is that? That's the father or
That's the son?
The son.
The son.
Which one? W?
Yeah, HW.
No. What's the name of the special? W?
No, not the movie. It was a special, just the American
like a
experience,
documentary.
like a documentary.
Okay. That W movie, but I like that shit.
Yeah, it was decent, sir.
Yeah, I like make him look like a good idiot.
Yeah,
which he is.
I was watching the special, and I found it interesting about how, out of all George Bush advisors, they used Colin Powell's advice and his strategic
his experience.
counsel, his experience, to be the one to go to the UN to convince the UN for them to invade Iraq, because we possess so much knowledge and stuff like that they use us, and then we was embarrassed. And they put it on Colin Powell after they used him.
And let me hit you. Let me hit you one more. It wasn't Colin Powell's knowledge that went to the UN. The reason they use him to go to the UN is because the world is sympathetic to the black experience.
Right.
Just the fact that you show up in a suit and tie means you are one of them who made it out of the poverty.
Right.
So there's a lot of pain behind that. So we need to listen to you. The reason Colin Powell got sent to the UN is the same reason Barack Obama was in the White House.
Right.
Nothing he said got him there.
Right.
This is one who we think is one of them poor niggas who made it.
Right.
And he is one, and there's hope we can believe in. There's hope. Why is there hope we could believe in? Because he's one of them poor niggas. You get it? That's what America thought of him.
Right.
You get the point? So of course, they could have sent a white man in there with the same expertise.
Right.
I mean, a real slick bastard. You ain't listening to him because why? He is the seed of the oppressor. He's a murderer. At the end of the day, you are what you are, and the world knows it.
Right.
So you send a black man, that's why they make the Surgeon General. I mean, he's black, but he doing a lot of the talking.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Yep. Fauci's supposed to be the expert on this shit. Right. Fauci ain't saying much.
Right.
First of all, Fauci, he can't really talk too well, but he ain't saying much. But they had the Surgeon General say it.
Right.
He's saying it, a big mama, and it's accepted. It's accepted a whole lot more. So there's damn near our experience, our skin is like currency in the right setting.
Right.
In the right context, it's like currency. It's like, okay, go ahead.
Right.
Your people, it's like, you send one of them Jewish people to talk in the UN. Who the hell gonna tell him we don't want to hear you?
Right.
You gonna tell the son of a Holocaust, so you get the point? It's like that. It's you have an audience because they sent him there.
Right.
And of course he's full of expertise, but the real reason is because he was black. And he'll be able to command that audience from the world because the world knows how oppressive America is. So now they take the best of us out to build their society. What happened to the rest of us? Like, we just getting by. That's all.
Right.
We just getting by. We living in the houses they make. We go into the school they design. The school curriculum is what they design.
Right.
What else? The medicine is the medical practices is from their design. The foods we eat is from their design.
Right.
Like, everything is from their design. And it's because they took the best of us to build their society. And it's always been like that. Because they can't build a society themselves. They always need us in particular. They can't go to to Africa and get none of them to do anything. They can't go, listen, even how they show you at Akon, who went and bring electricity to Africa. He could not have done that if he didn't come here and steal Judite music. Why he didn't just go save Africa with all that African nonsense they be singing?
Right.
Why he had to come and convict music and pretend to be a black man from America, get accepted, and then go make deals as, oh yeah, you one of them niggas who made it out. No. You just perpetrated the thing. We the salt of the earth. We the most important of the earth. And a black man with some skill and wisdom and knowledge or strength in anything, it doesn't matter, is very valuable. But they make sure we don't look at it like it's valuable.
Yeah.
So when they take us out of the environment, we don't be like, why you ain't come back and help? We look at it like, man, go ahead. You made it.
Yeah,
we happy.
God.
Why would you celebrate one of your greats leaving? Think about, imagine your household. Imagine your father, he becomes, you know, a big engineer and got money and be like, all right, yo, I'm off to live my dream. You're gonna be like, nigga, shit, what we gonna eat?
Yeah, God.
You see how backwards this is? Like, we now celebrate somebody, what? Getting out. Even that, leaving. Why? Because, man, you know how it is. Niggas can't have nothing. The hood is a jungle and blah, blah, blah. Who told you that?
Right.
Exactly. Go ahead.
Back in the days, when somebody would make it, they would leave. We would call them Uncle Tom. A sellout.
A sellout.
That was the word that was used.
That's it. That's it. Go ahead.
No, yes, you do. Because I wanted to say, they use the term "he made it," meaning he made it from what? Like made it away from you.
He made it. That's really what it is.
Right.
He made it away from. He made it out of here. He made it out of here. Really, it's just an easier way to take the resources from the ghetto.
That's right.
Take the resources from the hood.
Right.
Back then, you'd have to go take the men. Where's your smith? Bring him here.
Right.
Where's your craftsman? Bring him here. Now, shit, I could smith, man, I'm out. No, he don't have to come get you. No, you go get him.
Right.
You go search for him. Come on.
So even in the music industry, there's these A&Rs in every ghetto. Like the A&Rs will come into the ghetto. They're looking for the top talent in the ghetto to bring them out. Even in basketball, they don't go to Africa to look for the next athlete. They come straight to the hood and they're looking for these brothers.
They're looking for us because we are the ones who bring everything to a society. Scripture said Jacob is the former of all things. So we are the one, I'm coming to you, Aaron, in 1 second. We're the ones who bring it to our society. So now in a separation, brother, Esau is going to make sure, you engineers, we got to rebuild what we built.
Right.
We have a duty. We have to rebuild this. We have to do this. So now there's the brainwashing is there where they don't see it as, man, nah, man, I'm leaving. I'm going back. I'm going to build up Detroit. I'm going to go and teach kids how to do it. I got connections. I got, business connections. I'm going to go get some donations and, start. No, that's not in the forefront of their mind. You get the point? That's not there. Still, we have to keep America afloat. Meanwhile, the poor is already separate from America. We separated financially. Like, listen, they talk about social distances for 6 feet. We have 400 years of social distancing. Right? Before coronavirus, them bastards would cross the street if you came running.
Right.
If you came walking down the street, white woman would clutch her purse and cross. That's social distancing. You get the point? They follow you around the store. That's social distancing. You get the point? Even though they're following you, it's to make you try not be around them. You get the point? Follow you in the car, flash the lights, whoop, whoop, call everybody, call 4 squad cars and all the lights pointing in on you. We've been socially distanced forever. So what are you talking about? We are done separated from this place at the bottom. At the top is going to take a little bit more for them to be separated, just like in Egypt. After we left Egypt, who wanted to go back? The poor?
The men of renown.
The men of renown. It was, how much? It says 1,600 of them. Men of renown, well respected in the assembly.
Right.
They wanted to go back to the flesh pots and the leeks and the sweet onions of Egypt because they feel part of that society. They helped build Egypt.
Right.
You get the point? They helped build Egypt. Go ahead.
It's funny you saying on the social distance tip, even if we wanted to laugh, we had to stick our heads in the laughing barrel.
Come on. Or else you're done. You get the point?
And even the term a blockbuster comes from when a black person would move into a white neighborhood.
Oh, shit.
Either the real estate would get it where the real estate agents would scare white people and say, you're not going to get as much value for your house. So they'll get white people to sell their houses for low and turn around and sell it spiked up to black people because they knew the neighborhood now is busted. The block is busted because a nigga moved into the neighborhood. That's social distancing.
That's crazy.
Come on.
Y'all go get them out.
It also ties in with the phrase "there goes neighborhood."
Yeah.
There goes the neighborhood. You here. So, who let you in here?
Right.
You get the point? So now, you have that situation going on there. You have those who are standing with the Lord now, who are rolling with the Lord now.
Right.
And the Lord is not back yet. I'm not saying the Lord, I'm talking about YAHANNA Lord. I don't want YAHANNA. There's 2 Lords for anybody who's trying to say I'm saying Christ is God. I'm not saying that.
Right.
All right. If YAHANNA returns tomorrow, Some people are going with him. Others are dying.
Right.
Your question is, those who die, will they come back in the kingdom and have
An opportunity to be leaders.
an opportunity to be leaders? Yes. What's my precept? I went through all of that for still back at 7:10. That's when you ask the question. 7:53 now. We go all way back to 7:10. Come on.
Yes, sir. Just to add on to what you were saying, it's like some of the black people that so-called made it.
Mm-hmm.
They purposely use their face just so when things go wrong, they just blame it on them.
Right.
Say that one more time.
Like the Surgeon General,
Mm-hmm.
They put him out in the forefront to speak to
Right.
the nation. So if anything else go wrong, and he's the main one that's speaking for, for us as well,
Right.
then they just blame it on him and say, see, you can't trust
Exactly.
him.
They have the scapegoat ready.
Right.
You get the point? They have that scapegoat ready, which is again how they use us for everything.
Right.
You get the point? Okay, give me Revelations 5 and 1. Let me know when you all have it.
Okay.
I got it. Revelations chapter 5, verse 1. And I saw in the right hand of him that sat on the throne a book written within and on the backside, sealed with 7 seals.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw a strong angel proclaiming with a loud voice, who is worthy to open the book
Right.
and to loose the seals thereof?
Right. So we know who this is talking about, right? Keep reading. You're looking at my funny.
Verse
Right?
3. And no man in heaven nor in earth, neither under the earth,
Mhm.
was able to open the book, neither to look thereon.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think I gave the wrong one. Keep reading.
I wept much, because no man was found worthy to open and to read the book, neither to look thereon.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 5. And one of the elders said unto me, weep not. Behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah,
Mm-hmm.
the root of David, hath prevailed to open the book and to loose the 7 seals thereof.
Mm-hmm. Right. So who was the one who opened the book?
This will be the Most High.
Nope.
Yahushua.
Yahushua, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, had opened the book. You'll need this broken down. I'll break it down for you all after, right?
Okay.
But the book here represents. Anybody knows?
This is the book of life.
What does that mean? It's a lot. But Quash look at me like nigga.
God.
What does that mean? What does the book of life mean? What does it mean? Like I open it and I live, I could come back alive?
It's like it's a book of the 144,000.
No.
So like you said, all the records of Israelites.
This is the record of the Israelites. You have it in your hand. So what does that mean then? You could open that book. This book here was sealed. You want it, though. I'm trying to help you. Come on.
The judgments of the Most High.
You want it more.
Come on.
I'm gonna ask what you said, the judgments of what you have done in your life. Is a book who says
You all want it, but it's not that.
This is the understanding. The understanding of the scripture.
Mm-mm. Read the last part again. Hold on. I don't want to get away from his question. All right. So just pause right there. I'm gonna come back to it. Give me verse 9.
Come on. Revelation chapter 5, verse 9. And they sung a new song,
Mm-hmm.
saying, thou art worthy to take the book and to open the seals thereof.
Uh-huh.
For thou wast slain
Mm-hmm.
and have redeemed us to God by the blood out of every kindred
Mm-hmm.
and tongue and people and nation.
Right. So they started singing praise. This brother was able to open the book.
Right.
Even though he was slain, meaning he went through hell for this shit.
Right.
And he would still come to open the book, and now he could redeem us out of every tongue. Which why? Because we speak different languages in this captivity.
Right.
Out of every kindred and nation, because why? Some of us are Puerto Rican, the next is Argentinian. Right. Some of us consider ourselves French.
Right.
You get the point? Some of us are British. Some of us are Canadian. Some of us are, American. You get the point?
Right.
We redeem us out of these nations, right? It's giving you a clue of what the book is. Keep reading.
Verse 10. And has made us unto our power kings.
What?
And has made us unto our power kings and priests.
Say it again. What that last part is?
Kings and priests.
What does a king wear?
Crown.
That's what he was asking. Right? And has made us unto our power what?
Kings and priests.
Right. Go ahead.
And we shall reign on the earth.
Right? Your other precepts is Revelation 1 and 5. Give me that real quick, book watch. Revelation 1 and 5. You can start at 1. Whole chapter 5 there. We'll come back to the book, all right?
Revelation chapter 1, verse 5, verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass. And he sent and signified it by his angel unto the servant John. Right.
So now this whole book is about Yahawashi, about things that are going to happen.
Right.
Give me verse 5.
Okay. Verse 5. And Yahawashi, who is a faithful witness, and the
what's up, Oriam? Oriam looking at me like, what's up, man? Go ahead.
Okay. And from Yahawashi, who is the faithful witness, and the first begotten of the dead. And
he is the first begotten of the dead. What does that mean? Let me give him a shot.
He was the first to. He's the first to. No, it's like,
you was about to say it, but no sweat.
Is the first to rise in power.
What you mean?
Meaning, the scripture says that in the dead of the saints will rise first.
What does that mean?
Okay, so the men who were in the truth, who followed Christ, who died, Christ was the first to die and rise in power.
Lazarus was raised from the dead.
So, like, if I may, but Christ, okay.
Christ raised him from the dead.
Right,
before Christ died. So what does that mean?
That Lazarus wasn't in the truth?
Lazarus was in the truth. He followed Christ. He just didn't stay. He followed Christ. If you followed Christ, and Christ is the truth.
Right.
You followed him, you're in the truth.
Right.
So let me take that back. Maybe he wasn't. But that's not what it's saying, though. All right.
So, is it indicating that Christ was the first to mess up when he was Adam and
get this man another drink, guys. Give him another drink. God damn. God damn. Boy. Thank the Lord, boy. Thank the Lord. Y'all officers doing a hell of a job. Y'all this young man here. Go ahead, drink up back. Kick it all the way back. You deserve that drink. He was Adam. Death came into the world by one man.
Right.
When he did what he did, he said, "It is finished." Now the sting of death is conquered.
Right.
He's the first one to say it again. What is it?
And the first begotten of the dead.
He's the first begotten of the dead. Yahawashi is the first one to do it right. And now remember, his death wasn't. When you talk about the dead and death, it's talking about the wages of sin is death.
Right.
His death wasn't because of the wages of his sin.
Right.
You get me?
God.
He lived this thing, even though he's surrounded by death. He's surrounded by our lifestyle that it leads to death. He did it right. That's the only reason he was slain for us, because he was that lamb with no blemish.
Right.
But Christ was the first one to rise from the dead. This because our nation was dead. He was dead. Adam brought in death. Isaac lived in death. Solomon lived in death. You get the point? He came back, he tried it, he failed. He came back, he tried it, he failed. He came back, he tried it, he failed. Boom, last time he come back, he got it right. God damn it, he got it right.
Right.
He did it. He is the first begotten of the dead. You get the point? The first one to rise up.
Right.
So now, if we want to beat death, what is death?
Sin.
Or the judgments of breaking the law.
Right.
If we want to beat police brutality, we have to turn to the Lord. We have to follow Yahweh.
Right.
And I want everybody to understand it. I'm in no way saying we deserve to get what we get from this devil, because the scriptures say it was time to let us go, and he forwarded the affliction, meaning he was supposed to take us into slavery for a time and then let us go. But this devil took us into slavery, separated the young from the old, killed the old, destroyed our lineage, where we don't. This is the first captivity we've ever been in, where we had no knowledge of who we were.
Right.
Every other captivity, we knew who we were.
Right.
This is the only one we have no knowledge of who we are. He was supposed to let us go at the appointed time and give us that place where we could rebuild. We learn our lesson.
Okay.
But just like I told you, he's carnal.
Right.
Well, nothing them go for. They're the best of the earth, right? They built Egypt, they built Rome. They're going to build me America. And he forwarded the affliction. Now you can't go jogging without getting interrogated from some fat white bastard and his son, and die in the streets like a dog, like game, like you shoot up a pig.
Right.
You want to beat that, brother? You're going to come find Commander John Yahana.
That's right.
And follow Yahweh. You want to beat that? You're going to have to find it. And in that is your revenge.
Yeah, right.
In that is your revenge. Your revenge is not in the courthouse. It's not with a lawyer. Listen, the devil who shot him, anybody know what that devil's job was?
The district attorney.
He was the investigator for the district attorney. The Georgia's district attorney,
Right.
he was that investigator.
Come on.
He works for the state. You think he's going to jail anywhere below the Mason-Dixon?
No, sir.
They're gonna call him. What's his name? Trevor or something McMichael, some old retarded name. Oh, Mackie, what happened out there, boy? Well, he lunged at me. You know these niggas are crazy.
Right.
Yeah, we'll sweep it under the rug. Though I'll make a call. This shit happened in February.
Right.
We heard about it Saturday.
Yep, come on, sir.
Saturday, we hearing about this shit that happened in February.
Come on.
And you praying for the coronavirus to end?
Right.
Nigga, they pull it. This brother got shot 3 times close. Well, I ain't even sure if he's a brother. I ain't too sure. Maybe he more than likely. But shot close range 3 times with a shotgun.
Right.
With a Mossberg. Close range.
Come.
For jogging?
Right.
And you want me to put my trust in the American government and lawyers? No, damn that. I'll just stop eating pork.
Right.
I'll stop eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster so more plagues can come. More plagues can come and bring this damn whore to her knees.
That's right.
And when Yahushua shows up, I'm going to beg him for some choice slaves.
Right.
And then I'll make them jog.
Right.
Then we'll go jogging and we'll have fun.
Right.
And that's perfect revenge.
Yeah,
the
right.
revenge that our people have learned to gravitate to is the revenge of Christianity.
Right.
Which is how Christians eat, how Christians choose who they have sex with, based on urge. Revenge has to be as strategic as the enemy you're fighting.
Right.
You understand? That enemy you're fighting, he's strategic. He understands something. He knows exactly what's going on. You get the point? And he does it however. And he knows I could kill him and I could just call the district attorney. And this thing gonna get swept under the rug. Who gonna talk? This is Georgia.
Right.
Not Geor, GAW, Georgia.
Right.
You understand?
Come.
The damn devil in the back of the pickup truck standing up on top like if they're chasing an animal.
Come on, sir.
And then the person driving the damn car, brother, I had to fully investigate it, but I'm 90% sure that person was with them. They told him follow. If you listen to the tape,
Come, sir.
you hear the gun cock in the tape. He cocked the gun. That's when the camera went off. He cocked the gun.
Come.
I'm not going to turn to America anymore.
Right.
I'm not going to turn to America anymore. And I will not attack America without leadership.
Right.
It's coming.
Right.
The attack is coming. But everything needs a head.
That's right.
You attack without the head, you're going to die real quick.
Right.
Everything needs a head. When Christ comes back and he get that order, it's a wrap after that.
Come.
Your revenge lies with seeking the Lord.
Come on.
That's where your revenge comes from. Your true revenge comes from that. Now, let's put it like this. It took you 2 months to figure out that shooting. Could it have been 2 years?
Come on.
Could it have been 20?
Come on.
Is it possible there's things we don't even know about that has happened?
Come on.
So what revenge could I possibly really get today?
Right.
Whatever you could do to this oppressor today is probably 20%
Come on.
of what he actually deserves.
Right.
You're letting him off easy.
Come on.
You don't know what you're doing.
Right.
First to begin, you don't know what revenge is.
Right.
You don't understand it. You don't know what it means to rule. Revenge is it's judgment. It's vengeance.
Right.
You get the point? It's judgment.
Okay.
Judgment comes from a position of ruling.
Right.
You don't understand that. We grew up in homes with no fathers. The father would come and vengeance on the older sibling, advantage in the younger one.
Right.
You have to see that and experience it to understand what vengeance really is.
That's right.
But we grew up in the church thinking what? Vengeance is what? Ooh, I love you. What? Rub her hair like Amber Geiger.
Right.
Let the Lord deal with it.
Right.
Get that? Let the Lord deal with it, but we still joining them?
Right.
No, you don't understand it.
Come on.
You don't understand it. And to go to let emotion overtake you now, to go take your revenge into your own hands, you are doing injustice. That's a real miscarriage of justice.
Right.
What they're doing is no justice. You have an opportunity to get justice, to get revenge according to the law, and you're throwing it away because you're Christian.
Right.
This is the prime time to come together.
That's right.
Coronavirus,
Yeah, right.
they're not taking care of us. They're saying we dying most of it, and they're slaughtering us in the street, beating up our young boys everywhere, cracking heads in New York. I see about 10 tapes this weekend about brothers just getting jacked up just for walking.
Right.
Just for walking. Because why? Everybody inside and the quota is not being met.
Right.
So if the jail's not getting filled, y'all don't need to be here.
Right.
You don't need to be on duty. You get the point? They're sending people home with the ankle monitors. That is a government contract, right? From the jail. Like if you go to jail and they have to send you home, they put the ankle monitor on you. That's a contract. You have to pay for that, right?
Come on, sir.
If nobody getting locked up, how that contract paying for? We need to go lock people up. They don't got no mask, punch them in the head, put them in the back of the car.
Yep.
They look like they're just as fair game, punch them in the head, put them in the back of the car. He's jogging too fast. Go blow his brains out for fun. Let's just do it. You're missing the point if you go take revenge into your own hands.
That's right.
I'm talking about selling an entire continent of people in slavery.
Right.
You don't understand what that feels like.
Right.
You don't understand what, imagine you see that fear that in the world where you would have when you see the lights flash behind your car, where your heart just reach in your in your mouth,
Yeah. Come on,
and you start straightening it up. Imagine hearing the ram's horn, brother, and them devils just start defecating on themselves.
Right.
And see you and start talking nice to you. Yes, boss, and parlaying for their life.
Right.
I like how that feels.
Come on.
I like how kill him. And then, no, and scratching the floor and breaking the fingernails and shit. And they say, hold on, stop. Oh, thank you. And the shit bleeding.
Right.
Just like how we are.
Right.
You see, you also did the radio show Monday, right? The general talk about the young boy who the cop stood out over and beat to piss. Beat him. You know what the brother said after?
He said he messed up when he should have been more cooperative.
That's what the brother said. He said, I didn't lie to him,
Right.
but I didn't tell him where I got the swisher from. He said, I know I made a mistake. I should have been more cooperative.
Right.
So that's a reason for him to beat you and twist your arm. I'm sure that brother whole shoulder still sore.
Yeah.
He twisted his arm something. That's a serious chicken wing. You remember a chicken wing in school? He put him in there. And this boy ain't got no muscle.
Right.
To, you more muscular you are, it's harder to bend your limbs. Because the muscle is there. It's like elastic.
Right.
But he's skinny. He's a young boy. And you do that to him, and you punch him in his head and slam his face into the dirt and all that. And this young boy is so Christian. And there's no fault of his. It's Martin Luther King's fault. And all your leaders. He gets up and he says he was wrong. If he cooperated, this wouldn't have happened. Philando Castile cooperated, young brother.
That's
Nobody
right.
ever told you that.
That's right.
He cooperated so much, he got a legal firearm. with the driver's license and was he became a mentor in his school. He was a high school mentor or something like that, a guidance counselor. He fully cooperated and died with his child in the backseat and his wife next to him, who was too scared to hold her husband in his dying breath and say, baby, I love you. She was too scared to do that.
Right.
That's what cooperation could get you. Now, if you think you understand how to fight this oppressor, you're mistaken.
Right.
I beseech you to go find Commander John YAHANNA and learn how you're going to get your revenge.
Yep.
And drink revenge like a good drink, a good scotch. I don't want quick revenge. I don't want a quickie. I want a lifetime of revenge. I want to marry the bitch. Excuse me language. I want to marry her.
Right.
You understand? I want a lifetime of revenge. I want my children to have their slaves.
Right.
You get the point?
Right.
Have their children as slaves. You see, like how that white girl say, yeah, we brought them over here. Now shine my shoes, nigga. That's your job. I want my great-grandchildren to say that about them.
Right.
I don't want you to kick off now and burn down 2 stores in Georgia. For what? They got insurance for that.
Right.
Why would I want that? Come find Commander John YAHANNA and sell them as a continent.
Yeah, I'm right.
Come do it. Come find him. So when Christ returns, brother, we can ship them.
Right.
I'm gonna be shipping them with no hands and no legs. You could get them just with the mouth, just to talk. If that's what you want. It's not a problem. It's not cruel. That's not a cruel thing at all. As there was one time they would maim us for their use. They would maim us for their use. You all forget about that, right? No, we ain't gonna forget about that. I'm not quick on the justice. I don't want premature justice.
Right.
I want real, good, long-lasting, lawful justice.
Right.
I want somebody with ultimate power to bang a gavel. I sentence you to be slaves under these Israelites for the rest of your existence.
That's right.
That's what I want.
That's right.
Barakatha Yahweh Yahweh Shai, and we will sing to the skies in that day, brother. We will sing. And I want it lawful. Ain't no appeal with that.
Yeah, right.
In America's course, it's well, listen, in 2 years of good behavior, you get appeal. Appeal nothing, nigga. Let me find out you're in the barn conspiring. You're not camping in the barn. The black man is the devil. I'll hang you from your tongue. I'll hang you from your tongue.
Yeah, right.
And teach you a lesson. You get the point? You want real justice, real vengeance. You get the point? That's going to come when we become a. Give me keep reading, Salaki. I'm gonna come to your warrior, right? Whoever was reading verse 5.
Verse 5, Revelation 1:5. And Yahushua, who was a faithful witness and the first begotten of the dead, and the prince of the kings of the earth.
Right? The prince of what?
The kings of the earth.
Right. He's in charge of the kings of the earth. Go ahead.
Unto him that loved us and washed us from our sins in his own blood.
He loved us, washed us from our sins in his own blood. Remember, he didn't die for the 1/3.
Right.
He didn't die for the 144,000. Who did he die for?
All of Israel.
All of Israel.
Right.
Keep going.
Verse 6. And hath made us kings and priests.
And has made us what?
Kings and priests.
Go ahead.
Unto Yahweh and his Father.
To
him be glory and dominion forever and ever. Amen.
We are a nation of kings and priests. That's what we are. Whether you're the least in the kingdom or the greatest in the kingdom, you are going to rule. Listen, a devil from Idaho or one of them states where, you know, trailer park goes to Venezuela right now. They are king.
Sir.
They go to Taiwan right now, Singapore.
Yeah, sir.
They are king.
Come
You get the point? You don't get it because our concept of king is just one person who ruling because it comes from Europe. Our understanding comes from the European.
Right.
But we are going to be a nation of kings and priests. Meaning, in the kingdom, you're going to have rank and order.
Right.
Outside the kingdom, everybody better bow down when they see you.
That's right.
No matter where you are in the kingdom. You get the point?
Right.
Like now you're going to have power over the earth. There's plenty of power to go around. There's plenty of power. Go ahead.
I got a question.
Uh-huh.
That priest said, is the king the same thing with the priest?
What do you mean?
I know I could be a king and a priest, but I'm saying, would they be separate? Would this brother be like king, royalty, riches, and this brother would be a priest? And
no, it wouldn't be separate. It would be the same. It would be the same because really, Okay, even before the nation grew, your priest would be your father. You get the point? That would be the brother who would circumcise you on the 8th day. You get the point?
Right.
That would be the brother who would teach you the law. That would be the brother who would sacrifice. Where Adam learned, Adam, what's his brother name? Abel. Where Abel learned the law of sacrifice from? Adam.
Right.
There was no priesthood, but there was the law of the family.
Right.
This is what we are going to do. The family just got bigger, till they got powerful. And now this is what this family does.
Right.
When the family is big enough, it's called a nation. A family is, you, your woman, and the kids, or the woman and the kids. They get big enough, they become a tribe.
Right.
The tribe gets big enough, it becomes a nation. And with that, you have the degrees of everything. When it's just you and the woman and the children, that's how the Johnsons do it. When you all become the tribe, meaning you're going a whole zone, now this is Johnson Town. Or that's how the Jones do it. Now this is Jones Town.
Right.
You all become the whole thing. Now this is America.
Right.
This is our constitution. We did this forever and ever and ever.
Right.
Way back to the beautiful. You get the point? The laws will become like that, and because it gets established, now you have that priest who would, but it could, that first priest you would have would really be your father.
Right.
It's supposed to be like that. You get the point? So now with that said, you're going to have the profession of the priests, but it's going to be a nation of kings and priests.
Right.
There's going to be rank in it. There's going to be priests who are over priests just like here.
Right.
You get the point?
Right.
They're going to be kings who are over kings just like here. But we are going to be a nation of them. You understand? It's like, what sports you all like? You're basketball?
Yeah.
It's going to be a nation of Kobe's and Shaqs, centers and power forwards, or whatever it is. You get the point?
Right.
It's, we all could do it, but there's going to be some that's better than others. You get the point?
Yeah.
There's going to be a nation of it. And when we leave outside these gates, these 12 gates that the angels protect, an African better put his whole mouth in the dirt.
Right.
And when he had to talk to me, get up and spit it up. How are you doing today, my love? And stick your face back in there. Don't even look at me too long. Say, how are you doing today, my Lord? My Lord, I cannot breathe. You better bow down like, you haven't seen anything. And that's our culture. Remember when the scripture tell you when the Queen of Sheba, when she came to visit Solomon, she saw one of Solomon's servants and thought that was Solomon by the way he was dressed. You want to tell me some African, some heathen could step close to us? A servant was dressed better than your goddamn royalty. That's why we so fly today. Even in the ghetto, we look better than them. Any day because of who we are.
Right.
Now we're going to be a nation of them.
Right.
And they better respect us in that day. Don't ask me nothing.
Right.
In that day. So now with that said, temper your emotions now. Everybody up in arms, the COVID frustrating people. Now to see this tape with this brother here, and the devil say, I don't know if you all know, the two devils, they said they didn't get arrested. They didn't get charged. Anybody know why? Come on.
Because they said they thought he was robbing the place and he was running away from the robbery. So they had
that's not why. Because the 911 caller, they got two 911 calls about the brother running. On the tape, the dispatcher said, okay, I get he's running, but what is he doing wrong exactly? The dispatch tell the caller, stop the caller and say, well, what is he doing wrong? Because remember, they don't want to come out for any nonsense.
Right.
Plus, it's COVID.
Right.
If you don't have to send nobody out there, what the hell are you sending people for?
Right.
So they don't want to waste no time. So that's not the reason he wasn't arrested. Go ahead.
They said they had the rights to what they call a citizen's arrest.
Something else. That's close to it, but something else. A little more technical. Go ahead.
The stand your ground.
Describe this. It's stand your ground. They ain't get arrested because of stand your ground.
Right.
Describe the stand your ground in this context for them.
The stand your ground meaning they went to see.
Okay, you probably had to hear what the devil said. He learned from the district attorney. He said he was not a threat to this guy This guy lunged at him and grabbed his gun.
Right.
So I felt threatened.
Right.
I shot him. And that's lawful. Now the brother was running. They followed him. The brother was running on the left side of the street. The devil got out the pickup. The guy saw it, ran until towards the right of the pickup to avoid the devil.
Right.
Devil went to the front of the car and held his shotgun at him this close.
Yep.
Like this, literally this close. Now you see, now when that tape started, they already questioned him before.
Right.
They pulled up on him and questioned him before.
God.
Either he ran off or he didn't want to tell them whatever. They drove ahead and told that dude who was filming, follow.
Right.
That's why you hear the gun cock.
Oh God.
He trying to avoid them. The dude come out right there with the shotty in front of him. Poor guy, he don't know what the hell to do, whether to keep running, hands up, or attack. That's your choice.
Right.
Your choice is to keep running, take a roadside interrogation from some civilian, or attack. Either way, you're dead. Maybe he could have got on the phone. 911. So yeah, there's a white man here with a gun pointed at me. Okay, where you at? But then the cops could show up and still kill you.
Yeah. God.
That's the life we live.
Right.
Yahushua beat that life.
Right.
He beat that life. They couldn't touch him unless he said, all right, take me. You understand?
God.
Unless he said, take me, they couldn't touch it. I'm going to follow that dude.
That's right.
That dude promised me blood up to the horses' bridles.
That's right.
You ever seen how tall a horse is? A horse is taller than Bakwash. Bakwash, stand up for a second. Show them how tall a horse is. That's probably a short horse. The bottom of the horse mouth reaching the top of Bakwash's head.
Yeah, God.
Blood is going to be up to the bridles there.
Right.
I'm not going to burn down any store in Georgia.
Right.
I'm going to come find the UPK and I could bathe the streets with their blood
That's right.
under Christ,
That's right.
lawfully, where this is not against the law. This is judgment.
Right.
Just like when they bomb countries, is that against the law? No, that's America's judgment on that country. They go in there and bomb the country. Well, we're not big on bombs, but we are big on swords, though. We are big on swords and machetes and clubs and hammers and stuff like that. Yeah, we are big on whips. That's what we're big on. We're big on that thing.
Right.
Where you could swim in blood, swim in what do you call it? Hemoglobin.
Right.
We swim on red blood cells.
Right. God.
That's what the hell I want.
Oh God.
You get the point? I want when they see me, they escort me. Are you okay? You sure you need some protection? Like how we do. Hey, what's going on, Sally? You need some help?
Right.
That's how we are to them.
Yep.
I want to turn them into the help.
Oh God, sir.
And then I'll kill them for trying to help me. Who gave you permission to help me? Who? Say his name again. The gang member say, where you from, cuz? Who gave you permission to help me, cuz? I'm for them. Come on. You know, it's going to be brutal in that day,
Right.
on a nationwide level. That's everybody should get to enjoy that.
That's right.
Sister here, she should be able to get up in the morning and smack a devil. Good morning. It's off the break. She should just be able to do it.
God.
Just get up off the bed and walk over heathens.
Right.
And you all might, people listening might think this nigga crazy.
Right.
There's a what's the name of the book, boy? Forget the name of the book. General brought it up. It might be up there now, Kazak. No, when I was a slave. It's a book where these journalists at one time would go down to the south and interview slaves.
God.
There's a book of this sister, this young girl. Come on.
Is it tell the children my story?
It might be that. It's a gray book. The writing is like green. The cover is the writing. The title is in green and yellow and stuff. It might be that book.
Oh God.
There's a story in that book, brother, of this young girl. She probably was 5. Now you know at 5 years old you had to cook.
Yep. God.
5, 6 years old, God look at me like, what? Yeah, you had to cook. You know what I mean? I think it's up to 3 or 4. You were allowed to just play by the tree or by the trough while your parents was in the field. And of course, if they're going alligator hunting, they come snatch you up from there, go throw you in the lake.
Yep.
But I think around 5 or 6, you had to start helping with chores, washing and cooking. That's how we get to be good cooks, because we've been cooking from 5.
Right.
Right? this young girl, either, I forget the transgression, either she burned the food, spilled the tea was too hot, I believe. She brought the devil woman tea, the tea was too hot. Devil burnt her tongue. The devil is sitting in a rocking chair. She told the girl to lay on the floor, sideways, under the bow of the rocking chair, and rock the chair on her face and broke her jaw at 5 years old. So the girl grew up not being able to speak because of the jaw. Now, am I so crazy for wanting to destroy them for offering me help? No, absolutely. Since you feel that, right? You understand that thing. Good. I thank you. You understand that.
Right.
No, I'm going to get lawful revenge according to the law. I don't want Christian revenge anymore. Christian revenge doesn't taste as good. It's like a 50-cent beer. You remember 50-cent beers? They had a black maple leaf one I used to drink when I just came up here until I found out better. Until I got introduced to good stuff. I want the expensive drink. I don't want the good stuff. I don't want that Christian revenge no more.
Right.
I ain't marching no more. I'm not burning down no stores no more. I'm not attacking white people randomly no more.
Right.
I want to have a major council. And the Lord says, you go to France, you go to Spain, you go to Italy. The rest of y'all come with me. And there's blood everywhere. That's what I want. And the rest of them, we walk into slavery.
Right.
And you get to exact judgment and revenge for generations of what they did to us.
Right.
Think if they hid this from you for 2 months. There's stories we hear about for 2 years. Remember that there was a story where they cut the brother's head off in Louisiana? This was last year. Google it if you think I'm lying. Brother had an altercation with these devils. They show up by the brother's house, the brother head on the back step. It made major news because black media started trending it. But it wasn't going to make major news, just like this one. It's been hidden for 2 months. You think what you have in your mind for revenge now is going to suffice? Nah, brother. I want revenge for that little girl who got that rocking chair on her chin.
Right.
I want that. I want revenge for all them sisters who had to be in the damn barn with Dr. J. Marion Sims while he opened them up with rusty forceps and let their blood flow with no anesthesia.
Right.
I want revenge for all of that, brother. I want revenge for the children they lit on fire. I want revenge for the young boys they raped and boogered and turned into their own little bitches.
Right.
I want revenge for all of that. I want revenge for the separation that they caused us. A whole generation of mothers growing up with separation anxiety because they had life in their belly. They nursed the life for a few months and then no more.
Right.
I want that, brother. I want full out, total, lawful revenge.
Right.
You get the point?
Yeah, I'm right.
Now, if you don't want that, you part of the problem.
Right.
If you don't want that, you part of the problem.
That's right.
They're the problem.
Right.
But if you're not helping me get that, then you might just have to be reborn into the kingdom.
Right.
You understand?
God.
You're gonna be a king, but you ain't gonna be one of the kings who put revenge on them, though.
Right.
You get the point? You might just have to be reborn into the kingdom. Because you get your revenge now. Right?
Right.
You went and it's like, that cake is for later. No, mommy, I want it now. All right, no sweat. Here. Now, when everybody having their cake later, don't stand in the window like, no, don't do that. You had yours.
Right.
You had fun firebombing that damn, building they're going to build back.
Right.
Remember Freddie Gray?
Yep.
No, my Lord, my Lord be with them brothers in Baltimore. I felt it hard for them because that Freddie Gray thing was hard to watch, brother. But if they had a righteous leadership, they would know they rebuilt that Rite Aid.
Yeah. Come on.
They rebuilt that Rite Aid within a month or two.
Right.
Freddie Gray ain't back though. The Rite Aid is back.
Come on.
But Freddie Gray is not back. No. I don't want your Rite Aid.
Right.
I don't want your Rite Aid. I want your family line.
Right.
I want your line.
Right.
I want to come to your tongue and execute all your sons and end your line.
Right.
That's what I want. That's what I really want. So because of that, I'm not going to eat pork and shrimp no more.
Right.
Though I want to get high, I'm not going to get high no more. Though I would like to deal with them whores, them easy. Right now, getting a whore is the easiest thing. You slide in the DM, I got, E&J and a blunt, twerky quarantine, we there.
Right.
I ain't going to do that no more.
Right.
I'm going to come in class and sit in all black and rise in these ranks and raise up my people
That's right.
Right.
everywhere on the earth. And then we get to have a party in blood.
That's right.
Right.
According to the law. According to the law. It's
Right.
lawful now.
That's right.
Now it's not a terrorist act.
That's
Now
right.
it's not me being a thug.
That's right.
Now it's not me being reckless and a mob.
Right.
It's lawful.
God.
Under Jesus Christ. If you all love Jesus, you're people in South. You're all white devils in the South. You're Jesus. No, Jesus didn't say that. Jesus didn't die for that.
Right.
No problem. You're gonna find out about Jesus. You're gonna find out. Who are the Hannah?
That's a lot.
Go
So,
ahead.
if I remember what you're saying, it's absolutely heavy, sir. After 9/11, when the U.S. sent the soldiers to Iraq and Afghanistan, they changed laws to make it where the people that they captured were not under the Geneva Convention, so that they can use torture and do whatever they want to do to them. Meaning, this is what y'all deserve. This is justice now. It wasn't justice before, but now this is justice.
That's what that Guantanamo Bay was about.
That's correct, sir.
That Guantanamo Bay was about doing whatever I want to these Arabs, because they're not prisoners of war.
Yeah.
They're something else. And under that category,
Right.
Geneva Convention don't apply. They like it's like their sources, and they need to get information from the sources. So they write it. They wrote it in a way so they could use whatever techniques to get information out. Is he talking yet? No. Cut his toes off.
Yeah.
Is he talking yet? No. Waterboard him. Is he talking yet? No. Stick pins in his eyes. Is he talking yet? Nah, he dead. Bring the next one. That's what they do.
Yep.
And they change the law. And you think burning down a right here is going to help that?
Right.
No, man. I'm going to teach them a lesson. I'm going to teach them a lesson that's going to change the DNA. That their children born 2 generations down are going to be born in fear of a nigga with braids, fringes, and a beard. It's going to just fear is going to overcome him. You get the point?
Right.
That's what we want. Where we at? That's it? Good. Come on.
Last thing. That's why, and what you're saying is 100% right, because that's why when you say that our idea of justice is not enough, that's why the Lord had to say, vengeance is mine, because we're going to mess it up. We're not going to give them the full vengeance they should get. If he leaves it up to us, we're going to drop the ball. So that's why he has to take charge of it.
Exactly. It's, you know what it is? You see how one of them cops would shoot or murder one of the brothers, and then the cop get administrative leave to take his gun? That's what you do when you burn the store down.
Right.
You giving these devils administrative leave, like you getting paid vacation.
Right.
I don't want that. I don't even want them to go to jail. I don't even want you to execute them.
Yeah.
I don't want them to get the chain, even though that would be right. Brother, I want to have them in slavery.
That's right.
Right.
I don't know if you understand it. I want to be able, at least the power to do to them what they did to us, even though I mightn't do exactly what they did.
Right.
But I want to be able to sit in that seat to be like, you got twins? What are they, 2 boys? Who's their father? That big old 7-foot Sasquatch over there? Take one twin, send him over there. Take the other twin, send him. Can you send me with them? No. No, go pick up.
Right.
I want to see despair leave. I want to see hope leave them.
That's right.
I want to see them broken every day, going to work like we are broken. You ever see black people on the train and the bus in the morning? Just sitting there like. And that's why we're so vexed and we're so depressed. I want them to have that arc. I want to rewire their DNA. You know, it's in our DNA genetically, the trauma from slavery. The PTSD is genetically in us. The white man done did a whole study on it.
Yep.
It's somewhere in one of the videos I done pulled before. He did a whole study on it, that these people who have gone through life-altering trauma, the gene is passed to their children. And they studied children of the slaves, and they studied children of the so-called Holocaust. And they found that they seen that this thing happened. So when they talk about why black people can't get it together and why we the way we are, we genetically that because of what we went through. Well, no problem. And that gene is really the curses. That's what follows us. It's in us.
Right.
That's why you can't get away from it.
That's right.
You running from you. So imagine you running and you still there. You know what I mean? You can't get away from you. So now I want to rewire their DNA. Where they feel they're entitled, I want them to feel like they have to lie about stuff like we lie to get stuff.
Right.
Like how we have to come up with things just to survive and scheme and scam. I want them to do it, and I want them to think they're going to get through, and then they get their heads cut off.
Right.
I want to take away all hope from them, leave them hopeless.
That's right.
Now, there's worse things than death.
Yeah.
There's worse things than death. I want them to experience it.
Come on, sir.
Because we have a short time. Remember, the Lord said he's going to cut off Esau forever. At a certain time,
Right.
there'll be no more Edomites. I want mine in before that time. Imagine you get born into the kingdom and the last devil on earth, you're going to be like, where he's at? Hold on. You mean brother, you ever get to whip a slave? No, man, I was late, man. Listen, back in my day.
Yeah.
Back in my day, we used to, oh boy, devils could bleed. Boy, he's a bleeder. This one is a bleeder. You get the point?
Yeah, right.
Like you can't sell short your justice.
That's right.
You can't sell it short. You're gonna have to get it.
Come on,
You're gonna have to want it, and you have to want it bad enough to give up America for it.
That's right.
You're gonna have to want it bad enough. You're gonna have to want to be lawful so you can lawfully do it.
Come on,
It's a change in your mindset. This is lawful what I'm doing here. This is not out of emotion. This is lawful. It's just business, devil. Nothing personal.
Right.
It's just business. Why you had to whip us? It's just business.
That's right.
Now take your whippings.
That's right.
If we don't sell it's business. You don't get it. It's nothing personal. I ain't got nothing personal against you, Finkelstein. I ain't got nothing personal against you, Michael. Nothing personal. It's business. Because as far as they're concerned, they shot that brother at the end of a business deal.
Yeah.
I told him to stop. I asked him where he was going. He didn't stop. He lunged at me with a gun. What you want me to do? This is America. You can't do that. I have a right to have a gun. He has a right to stay over there.
Right.
But you stand in front of him, you set him up to kill him.
Right.
And then you know you're going to get off. And it's a father and son too. That's a typical lynching team.
Yeah, come on,
That's typical. You read 100 years of lynching. It was always fathers and sons going after some sharecropper. Or two brothers, two Edomite brothers, going after some poor black family to slaughter them. And it's also the spirit of Cain. What's the precept?
The precept you can use is when he said when he killed the young cat, he said he went back to his home and told his rib.
Pull it for me.
Oh,
shit! I see the shop. I see your shop in here, warrior. From class last night to the questions. We had the room and the room in the house. God here. Go ahead. The sister's like, yeah, I want some revenge. Come on, blood, bring it on. I see y'all. Come on, go ahead. Do your thing, brother. Do your thing.
It's Genesis 4.
Go ahead.
4 and 20. 4 and 20. Get that phone call.
Still on him? No, I'm too up for now. I need to say I need to slow down so I can fantasize what is blood good and proper.
God.
All right, give me the scripture.
Come on, God. Genesis 4 and 20.
Mm-hmm. Please, quickly.
Salakia. Genesis 4:20. And Ada bare Jabal.
Mm-hmm.
He was the father of such as dwell in tents and of such as have cattle. Verse 21. And his brother's name was Jabal.
Mm-hmm.
He was the father of all such as handle the harp and the organ. Verse 23. And Lamech said unto his wives.
Hold on, don't you skip something. It tell you who Lamech is before, right? Between 22, 23.
Okay, 22.
22, give me 22.
Verse 22. And Zillah, she also bare Provoking,
Mm-hmm.
an instructor of every artificer.
Mm-hmm.
Artificer.
Artificer says somebody like not a smith, but like a craftsman. Right? Somebody who makes stuff.
Right.
All right. And that Tubal Cain. Now this is the lineage of Cain.
Right.
This is a lineage of Cain's sons. Go ahead.
Artificer in brass and iron.
Uh-huh.
And the sister of Tubal Cain was Naamah.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 23. And Lamech said unto his wives, Ada and Zillah,
Mm-hmm.
hear my voice, ye wives of the Lamech,
Mm-hmm.
hearken unto my speech,
for I have slain a man to my wounding.
Right? So now he went home to his woman and said, listen, y'all listen here good.
Right.
I have slain a man to my wounding. What does that mean?
So I killed a man because he hurt me.
Different.
He's saying, like, to my dismay,
Okay.
I killed a man.
When you say to dismay, what do you mean?
Like, okay, it's gonna be bad for him that he killed this man.
That's what he's saying. Okay, it's like saying, I've driven this car so long to my hurt.
Right.
Yeah, God.
You understand? I've done this to my wounding.
Right.
Right? He killed this man and it's going to hurt him because he killed this man.
Right.
Why is it going to hurt him because he killed this man?
Because somebody might come after him.
Because murder is wrong.
That's right.
Right? He murdered this man.
Right.
And he's saying, I murdered this man to my wounding.
Right.
Right? I'm going to be a fugitive now. I'm going to, they're going to want me. They're going to want justice for this man. Right? Go ahead.
Still verse 23. Have slain a man to my wounding, and a young man to my hurt.
And a young man to my hurt, which is the spirit of this devil to always go after the youth. Some young brother always going after some young thing because he's just full of jealousy and envy and doesn't like anything that looks better than him. Doesn't like anything that is better than him. He has to be the best all the time. And if he can't be it, he's going to kill you.
Right.
All right, go ahead.
Verse 24. If Cain shall be avenged sevenfold, truly Lamech severely and sevenfold.
Right.
Sevenfold.
So listen. So he's like, he thinking to himself, he's like, wait, hold up. Cain is my forefather.
Right.
And what did the Lord say about Cain?
If anybody touch Cain, then vengeance will come on them sevenfold.
He said, remember, he put the mark on Cain.
Right.
He put the mark on Cain for what? Because Cain was a murderer.
That's right.
And he sent Cain out.
Right.
He dismissed Cain out. He banished him, I think, to the mountain somewhere. Cain said, my Lord, if I do this, now people will see me and want to kill me. The Lord said, no problem. And he put the mark on him. Anybody who touches this one, he will be avenged sevenfold.
Right.
Meaning, you're not allowed to kill Cain,
right,
but you're allowed to see him and go the opposite way.
That's right.
Right? That's why his blood shows forth through his skin as Esau.
That's right.
He's red.
Right.
He's red, just like red, like a stop sign is red.
Right.
It's supposed to make you stop.
Right.
You see this devil, it's like, hold up. Even till this day, sometimes I hear, I see some devil walking around, like the knock on doors. Hey, I'm Jim. Is the homeowner home? What's your ID? Who you work for?
Right.
What's your saying name once again?
Right.
Let me see your ID. Talk to them good and rough.
God.
Is the homeowner home? I ain't answering your question. I get them the whole nine. I see them pull up and they're taking pictures. Some of them, they come to cut trees.
Right.
Who are you? Where you from? I ain't telling nobody do this. I just like doing this shit right here. All right. I ain't telling nobody go do it. Don't go do it and then say, well, I see Captain Meshach said to do it. So I ain't telling you go do it. I'm willing to take the consequences and come behind. You understand? I'm willing to eat it, but just for a second. That's what a little taste. You get the point? But you see this devil, you're supposed to know hands off of him. That's why he has that pigmentation or lack thereof.
Right.
You get the point? He's red. He's redneck. It's to make you stop and know he's a murderer.
That's right.
Don't touch him. Lamech knew that about Cain and said, listen, surely I'm safe. Because if Cain would be avenged sevenfold, I will be avenged 70 times 7.
Right.
Because I'm the son of Cain.
That's right.
Meaning what? I could kill whoever the hell I want.
That's right.
You know, common sense would make you say, you know what? The Lord trying to protect me. I ain't going to kill nobody else. Maybe I could show them that I'm not a killer. Right. This carnal bastard is like, what? Woo! Get her done!
Right.
And he goes to killing and bombing everybody.
Right.
Because he looks at that protection as a license to kill.
Right.
He thinks, he can't be touched. No problem. I'm going to wait on the day when the Lord removes that hedge.
Oh, God.
He's going to get it.
God.
Go ahead.
It's like they use a precept.
Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
That's it. Because their judgment ain't coming. That Michael, he and his son.
Right.
Because their judgment ain't come quick, they think, they're fine. That's good. Great.
Right.
You're not fine. You're absolutely not fine. Your economy is at a standstill.
Right.
This coronavirus is done ravished America.
Right.
The B is next.
That's right.
Listen, I had to see what the next plague is from Egypt. Because the locusts, they had the plagues, you know what I mean? Now it's the bees, the locusts.
God.
I want to see what's next, you know what I mean? Shit. If I wake up there and see frogs, oh Lord, boy. Listen, I'm gonna ask just to go to camp and just speak to the wind.
Yeah, God.
You understand? The more plagues is coming.
God.
Ain't no sweat. It's gonna be but a short time
Right.
until I get to, come here, devil. I apologize. I'll get $50 off. You get $50 off this devil right here.
Right.
You're a little too big, sir. Start jog on the spot. Jog on the spot. Lose some weight. I'm going to be very cruel to them, brother.
That's right.
I'm going to sell their children.
God.
You understand? What you want? You the devil baby? Nah, just one foot. Cut it off. You don't need 2 feet. He can hop. Now you want to go burn down a righty.
Yeah, I'm right.
Now you all think I'm joking. I ain't joking, brother. I'm not joking.
God.
The only thing I ain't do is write these things down because they might want to charge me. I ain't writing these things. They in here, Your Honor. What the hell they gonna do? They gonna charge me for a thought?
God.
Hell, I'm waiting until it's lawful, and I'll unleash every form of cruelty.
That's right.
Every form of cruelty lawful under the Most High Christ.
Oh, God.
In our kingdom, we're gonna have that power, brother. We are absolutely, listen, this is what I really want to do. I want to have these heathens come and snitch and tell me what the other heathens do. And say, you are credit to your race. If only these cockroaches could be like you.
Right.
Bring him some wine.
Right.
This is mud water he gonna drink. This is drink up. Yeah, I got some too. And go there and make them fight each other and watch and be like, no, you can't let him do you like that. And go to the other side and be like, he told them.
Right.
I wanted to come down here and kill all y'all, but I realized y'all are people who, y'all are people too, right?
Right.
Y'all shouldn't have snitches amongst y'all. Yeah, he over there in the back of the mountain. He think I'm coming back. Go ahead, get it. I want to make them fight and kill each other. That's what they do to us.
Yep.
For fun, right?
I'm kind of sir.
You want to burn the right head down. You want to burn the right head down? Come on, man.
Right.
I want to put the baby in the box ark. Little toddler in the box. And poke holes and that bitch coming up here and looking through. And ship the box off, brother.
God.
Get the box. Hey, little child here. I got you a present. What is it?
God.
What is it?
God.
I want that, brother.
Yeah, right.
You want to burn the right head down.
Right.
It might sound funny, brother. They have to pay something horrible for what
right.
they do to us. And what you don't understand is when they kill us the way they do, it affects more than just the family who get murdered. There's trauma that goes through the nation.
Yep. God, sir.
Now you going out there with the mask, you uncomfortable because you don't know how they're looking at you walking in the store.
Yep. Right.
Cop pull up behind you, you don't know what the hell gonna happen.
Right.
They send trauma throughout the nation.
God, sir.
I want to send trauma throughout the nation.
That's right.
I want it to be known in the auction that I sell baby feet. I sell baby feet and I sell one-legged babies. Do the math.
Right.
Do the math. They're gonna survive.
Right.
Half price. 50% off.
BOGO.
Listen, there is going to be double 10 in the kingdom. The 10% was a 10% offer. You get the point?
Yeah.
I want the trauma to go through their nation.
That's right.
Like how I want that poison to be in their chest. And when they go lay with their ugly heathen woman at night and make the ugly heathen babies,
Right.
that poison is in that baby too.
Right.
Of trauma and fear
Right.
and absolute submission to the children of Israel.
God.
I want it badly, brother.
Yeah, I'm right.
I want to enjoy it.
God.
I want to enjoy that. I want my children to tell a grown man, sit down.
Right. That's right.
Sit there. Sit there, you devil. Who you looking at? I'm going to tell my daddy. You better no, don't do it. You better, Daddy. He's gonna shit through everywhere. He just gonna defecate on himself. Shit himself over fear. I want serious power over these heathens, Right. And it's in the Bible. It's there for us to get. Problem is how bad he wants it. You want to eat the cake now? No problem. Go ahead. But later on, brother, when you see we getting it in, don't come ask for yours.
Right.
You understand? Don't come ask for yours. The Lord promised this to us, and we are going to get it.
That's right.
We are going to get it. How do I know we're going to get it? The Bible is fake. Well, the Bible said all the plagues of Egypt is going to hit America. What does your Quran say?
Right.
What does your Medjunetta say? What does your Book of the Dead say about the coronavirus, about these bees, about the halting of Babylon? What does it say? Go ahead, do your thing. What does it say? I'm seeing what the Bible says happening right now.
Right.
What does your book say? Well, we'll see. We'll see. All right. Anything else? Any more? Come on.
So, can I just bring this precept out?
Mhm.
And I was going to ask, is it bad that...
No, it's not bad. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, don't sweat. Now, you answer my question.
No. Go ahead. Let me hear just to be sure.
Come on.
Next thing they say, is it bad to you though? Go ahead.
No, I'm saying like, okay, is it bad for that to be your motivation to be in the truth? For that thought of what the justice you'll get?
No.
The revenge?
No, that's not bad at all.
Like that's the only driving factor for you to be in the truth.
No, there's nothing wrong with that.
Okay, come on.
Listen, Romans 11. And 14.
Romans 11 and 14. If by any means I may provoke to emulation them which are my flesh, and might save some of them. 15.
Just read 14. Read it nice and loud and stop at the punctuation marks, please.
Romans 11 and 14.
Mm-hmm.
If by any means I may provoke to emulation.
Okay, hold on. I'm about to teach you how to talk in quarter. If by any means I may provoke to emulation them which are my flesh. Pause right there.
Right.
Because I ain't talking about the whole world.
That's right.
And might save some of them. Whatever it takes to get you to stop eating pork, I'll do it. If you are brother, you love women, brother, you know you can marry 40 wives. Right. It's in the Bible. Right. You could have as much women as you want.
Right.
I'll put the pork down. Good. Brother, you like blood all over your face? The Lord promised you can get to kill and get your killing on. I'll show you it in Jeremiah 16.
Right.
Behold, I will send for fishers, and then I'll send for hunters.
That's right.
Good. Here, this is the last blunt for me.
That's right.
Whatever it is. Sis, you're gonna have slaves. Them Africans like to pull your braids out and charge all kind of exorbitant prices. You're gonna get to crack them over the head with a bottle and nothing gonna happen to you. What? No bullshit. You got to beat them Koreans out your store.
Right.
Whatever it takes to get you to stop disobeying the Lord is going to be done. It doesn't matter. Whatever it takes, by any means, I'll provoke you to emulation, meaning whatever it takes to make you want to do what I'm doing.
Right.
That's fine. That's fine. You into sports and basketball? I'm into the LeBron and Kobe and Jordan argument. I ain't taking no sides though, but by the end of the argument, you're gonna ask me where class is. Right. We still wouldn't know who's the best. We still wouldn't know who's the GOAT. Right. But I can tell you what you could do if you really want, you ever play basketball with a devil head? It don't bounce too well. Right. I bet you I can make it bounce better than Jordan. You come in here. Whatever it takes, if your only motivation is judgment and revenge, good. Does that mean you're going to stop eating pork? Yes. Does that mean you're going to stop eating shrimp and getting high? Yes. If that's the case, then all the revenge is yours. Whatever it takes to get you to leave America behind, yes. Yes, I'll do it. Yeah, right. Yes. Whatever you have to believe in to make you come and sit in class and come in here and join this nation and help this nation, believe it. Right. Well, of course, once it's lawful, of course. Right. You get the point? Whatever it is, hold on to that thing until Yahawashi returns, brother. That's right. And then spill it out. Spill it all over the place. Pour it out like milk. Right. pour it all over far and wide. Whatever you believe in. Me, myself, I want it all.
That's right.
I want the woman, the children, the blood, the warfare, the rulership. I want everything he have to offer. And then whatever else you don't want. Whatever else you don't want, I'll take that too. I want the horses.
Exactly.
I tell you, I already know the type of horse I want. I don't want them for, I want them skinny for thoroughbred.
Yeah.
I want the one where the foot look like it's fringes on the foot.
Yeah, God.
It's like the, come on.
The Budweiser horse.
The oh boy, that's the one right there. I want the Budweiser horse, brother. I want a jet black Budweiser horse with jet black every goddamn thing in a black garment.
That's
The
right.
only thing off color is when I unsheath the sword. Swing! And I'll have a little devil on the back to say swing when I put up. I want the sound effects. Ready? 3, 2, 1, swing! I want that thing, brother. The
Yeah, right.
black is coming.
That's right.
What's that? It's bad black. He's coming. I want all of it. If whatever it is, it's lawful. I want it. If you want McMichael in captivity to make him pay for what he did to this brother, come find Commander Johnny Han.
That's right.
Come find the UPK. You in Atlanta right now. We have a school in Georgia.
Right.
You have a school in Georgia. Get the number. 404-997-9123. ISUPK Atlanta, Georgia. 404-997-9123. 404-997-9123. You get a school down there, call, brother. You ain't got to waste no gas and no lighter fluid and no damn Rite Aid. Right. You could take your money and buy it all black, come sit in a class and then learn how to market slaves. Learn how to get real lawful revenge. You understand? Go ahead.
So like I had a question and I had one question in the chat. So.
No sweat, quickly.
In Revelations 12 and 12, what is it? Can I get a breakdown on that? What you need something?
So I'm enjoying the blood of the blood of the grapes. So go ahead.
In Revelations 12 and 12, can I get a breakdown on that?
12 and 12. Read it for me real quick. Whoever have it. Lawful revenge is absolutely excellent to get, brother. Lawful revenge is absolutely excellent to get. These devils, you see, they arrest the devil in Idaho, the woman in front of children who went on the playground, right? And the children was crying, "No, mommy!" And the cop was, he didn't even bang her. I was thinking, slam her on the floor, something like what they do to us. Right. She got a taste of what we was getting all summer last year. All of Hot Girl Summer was, there's Tawada, brother. There's niggas barbecuing. All of Hot Girl Summer was that. Yep. Now she gets a little taste of it. It's a problem. Now she has a backing. She has an army to come defend her. Right. You understand? She willingly go to jail. She said, no problem. Call so-and-so. Yeah, the next day I see a picture of this old scarecrow looking like, the white Miss Universe. Yep. All nice, long, flowing here. And then they show you a picture of the Bundy and the court. And they're ready to go to war for this damn devil, brother. Right. What happens to us when they beat us out the nail salon? I just see they dismiss the damn nail salon owners. They just dismiss them, right?
So like women who happened in Brooklyn, New York. Right.
Which one?
What is it? Do the ask someone in the sister face and beat with the stick?
Yep. Damn.
And who was there? Actually, was
yeah.
They dismissed.
That's the one to dismiss.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Right. They dismissed that. When the Chinese man, the Chinese cop killed Akai Gurley. Remember Akai Gurley? Brother in New York, he came around the corner in his apartment building with a PlayStation controller in his hand. Going to play. The cop so goddamn scared, shot him. They made sure and gave him an Asian judge. They made sure of it. The Asian community protested. You could pull it up right now. Akai Gurley shooting. Them Chinese people came out and protested in New York. Right. Do not send this cop to jail. Right. They showed force. Where's the force for us? Right. I'm not burning down no Rite Aid, and I don't care about it, and I'll beg you to not do it too. I understand your pain. You might think I don't, but I do understand your pain. There was a time I'd go to camp and curse everything down and get checked later. And I've learned from that. I've learned how to temper my anger. That's right. But brother, if anything, bet on this. You come and you obey the Lord and leave America behind, you are going to have judgment on your fingertips, at the tip of your tongue.
Okay.
What you say, imagine that most of us don't understand that life. That you say something and it gets done.
Right.
You don't have to move. You just cut his toe off, and it's done. Take him off that cliff. Throw him off. It's done. Tell the baby, was she crying? Cut her tongue out. It's done.
Right.
We don't understand it. Most of us scared of it. I want to try that shit.
Yeah.
You have to go bungee jump all you want. If you're scared of it, I want to feel the fear of cut his toe off. Ooh, that felt good. I want to know what that feels
That's
like.
right. Yeah, I'm right.
I want to hear. I want to hear that child or that one of the ribs come and say, he was in the market and he gave me the wrong change. Something just petty and trivial. Brother, I'm suiting up Black Beauty. Bring Beauty around. Let's go. I'm riding on that market. I'm surrounding that bitch.
That's right.
I'm surrounding it so hard, the other heathens are going to give him up. And here he is. We softened him up good for you. And his tongue out his mouth, the eyes swollen big. He said, what you're doing? Well, we know you were here for him. We know your one of your wives was down here. And we saw her leave. She was upset. I said, yeah, she just missed me, and turn around. So they do all that to him for nothing. That's what I want to do, brother. I want to bring trauma to them, brother. I want them to be just, uncomfortable every living day till black horses scare them. You see what this devil, when you know that movie Jaws. You know the movie Jaws? You know they went and massacred great white sharks in 1981 after that movie. That's how they are. Brother, they're going to want to kill black horses by the time I'm done.
Right.
And they can't get to it. I'm going to make sure. Give me a question. I'm rambling on too much. You keep reading the scripture.
Revelation 12:12, sir.
Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time.
All right, what's your question?
My question is, who is it that's rejoicing? And why is he saying for the heavens to rejoice? Like, who's it referring to, sir?
Okay, hold on 1 second. Skip me up to... Skip me up to verse 7.
Revelation chapter 12 and 7. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragons fought against his angels, and prevailed not. Neither was their place found any more in heaven. Verse 9.
And what is that talking about? There was war in heaven. Don't tell me, angels fighting. All right? Good.
There was war here on earth. As far as heaven, it's like it's a comfort zone. It's like where you rule rulership. The white man's heaven is a war.
His heaven.
The white man's heaven.
His heaven.
Right.
And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon. What is that talking about?
He fought against the white man, who's the judge, who's rulership.
Okay, but describe it.
So
maybe I confuse you when I say tell me about angels fighting. Christians think this means Michael and his angels are fighting Satan and his angels.
Right.
Christians think there's going to be a battle of blood angels and crip angels in the sky. And a swoop and cars up there. That's what Christians think is going to happen. That's not what it's talking about.
Right.
like, is it that time when Yahushua comes back and the people, his angels, is going to be fighting the Edomites army?
Yes, the army of the nations.
Right.
Because it says they're going to fight against the dragon.
Right.
The dragon is, of course, American, it's military.
Okay.
But like how they show you, even in their movies, everybody gets behind America for some alien invasion. America is the one who leading, and then everybody is like, well, God damn it, we're going to come join.
That's right.
They're going to lose, brother.
Right.
They're going to get the full flesh beat off of them.
Right.
And they're going to lose something horribly. They damn near going to turn around and say, this is your fault. We should have never joined you.
Right.
You get the point? Go ahead. Come on.
Slogan, sir. So this verse right here is basically America and its allies.
Where say it? Fought the dragon, fought against the dragon.
Call one come, verse 7, sir.
And the dragon fought and his angels. Right. The angels, angel means, you know what angel literally means?
Messenger.
Messenger or servant.
Right.
Right?
Come.
The angels of the devil or the dragon or Satan are his messengers or servants. T.D. Jakes is an angel of Satan.
Right.
Creflo Dollar, Louis Farrakhan. What's the other one? Osteen.
Right.
Joel Osteen is an angel of Satan.
Right.
You get the point?
Okay.
So there's going to be a war between Yahawashi and his army, which is led by Mayaka Allah, which is the archangel, meaning the captain, the top angel.
Right.
He's the one commanding the army. Go here, bomb this, flip this upside down, tornadoes. He orchestrates the whole thing. America is going to try to fight Yahawashi, which is what the Star Wars initiative is about.
Okay.
Right? Hold on. I just found this the other day too. Hold on. If I could get this damn computer to work right. To water. All right, read the scripture one more time.
Come. Verse 7. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels.
Right? War in heaven. In that place where they secure and they think it's fine and they're straight, destruction is coming.
Right.
Of course, the war is going to be in the sky and on the earth,
Right.
but not in heaven where the Lord is.
Right.
But it's going to be in the sky and on the earth and in this place here. The scriptures say America is going to be a lake of fire by the end of it. It's going to look like this whole mass is just burning. Get the point? Keep going.
Come. Verse 8. And prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven. And the
Right,
great
and they prevailed not. They did not win. Neither was their place found anymore in heaven. Meaning, what does that mean? Who could verbalize it? Come on.
I mean, nowhere neither was their place found for them to rule anymore in power.
Right. They was out of place.
Right.
They didn't have a place in heaven, just like we don't have a place in heaven. You get the point? They didn't have their place in heaven anymore. They got the brakes beat off of them. Right? They prevailed not. They think they're going to prevail. Come on, let's go. Yeah.
Right.
And they're going to die.
That's right.
They can't stop a flock of geese.
Come.
They can't stop the bees. They can't stop a virus. Who the hell, what is in this man to think he's going to fight? Even amongst us. We be guffing. The biggest nigga show up on the block. Hey, what's up? You got it, man. You got it. What's up? What you need? We start already placated to this mightier power.
Right.
The white man is not like that.
Right.
He is fight against cancer. We got to fight the storm.
Yep.
When it's not Katrina, what's the other one? Sandy. When Hurricane Sandy hit and destroyed the boardwalk in New Jersey, we will rebuild. We're going to fight. That's him.
Right.
He is not taking an L ever.
Right.
To the point where he recently said that he's beating COVID-19, not God. Don't pray to God and thank God.
Listen, God didn't do it. This one didn't do it. We did it.
Right.
All right, come on. You better get 12 ventilators.
Right.
Go ahead. Go ahead. No sweat. Hold on. Let me play this for you all. All
The
right.
mitigation is approaching
Hold on,
like
hold on.
1.3.
Where we at? Boy, I hope y'all could hear everything though. Okay. All right, Tom, let's go. All right, so boom.
It will be safer and more secure for you and your children.
No, this is Ronald Reagan, all right? This is Reagan addressing the United Nations, I believe. Right? And he's going to talk about America's proposal for the Star Wars initiative.
Right.
Listen to what he says.
I couldn't help at one point in my discussions privately with General Secretary Gorbachev, when you stop to think that we're all God's children, wherever we may live in the world.
We all God's children now.
Right.
But when he was flooding us with heroin, we wasn't.
Right.
You get the point? He said, when I was talking to Gorbachev, I couldn't stop to help but think we all God's children.
Right.
No matter where you are in the world.
Right.
Right?
I couldn't help but say to him, just think how easy his task and mine might be in these meetings that we held if suddenly there was a threat to this world from some other species, from another planet, outside in the universe. We'd forget all the little local differences that we have between our countries, and we would find out once and for all that we really are all human beings here on this earth together. Well, I don't suppose we can wait for some alien race to come down and threaten us, but I think that between us, we can bring about that realization.
Now, why would he bring up a mystical alien race in the United Nations?
To get the United Nations to rally behind the United States when the time comes for them to fight.
And he's saying we don't want to wait until that time happens.
That's right. God.
In other words, we have these people in slavery.
Right.
According to this book, which we know is real,
Right.
we know that one of them niggas is coming back. But I believe we could beat him. I believe we could beat him. The reason why they believe they could beat him is because they want America to carry on as it is.
Right.
If they accept they can't beat him, now they have to start to obey him now.
Right.
They don't want to do that, so they have to believe they can win. So now we're going to plan to fight him as soon as he show up. So the Star Wars initiative was to put missiles on the moon, have satellites out there with lasers and all that, and they tell everybody this is so that if there's nuclear threats from Russia or China, they could launch missiles from space.
Yep.
Or the Arabs or something, which is BS.
Right.
They got missiles on the moon, ICBM missiles, intercontinental ballistic missiles.
God.
They put that there so they could meet Yahushua as he's coming.
Right.
Like they have it in their head how they think it's gonna go. It ain't gonna. They think it's gonna go one way. It's going to go the other way.
Right.
And they're going to get their full tails beat up.
That's right.
They're going to get beat. They will not overcome. They've been planning this. I think this is in the 70s. They've been planning this thing here. That what Trump say?
Space Force.
The Space Force.
Oh,
that ain't
wow.
nothing new.
Right.
But the time getting short, so we need to put a Space Force. Nigga, you can't breathe up there. What if you fighting? You serious? All right, no sweat. If you want that smoke, no problem.
Right.
So that's what's going on here. There's the war in heaven. They're not going to prevail. Come on.
I was gonna say you can't have smoke without air.
You can't have ain't no smoke up there. You don't want no smoke, right? Go ahead.
Good. Verse 9. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world.
Right? The great dragon was cast down, that old serpent called the devil, which deceived the whole world, because he made the world believe this is an alien race coming to conquer them and blah, 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 and that they could win.
Right.
And that these people they have in captivity do not care about them. They tell the whole world, don't touch a Jewish man, condemn the Palestinians, but would not condemn themselves for what they did to us.
Right.
They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't dare do that. And none of the other nations are doing it either.
Right.
Well, none of them is doing it. I only heard, maybe 2 of them came out and say something, which was Abdel Nasser, who said the Jews left black and came back white,
Oh, God.
and the Ayatollah, I think it's Iran leadership.
Yep.
Iran leadership say America can't tell nobody about justice and terrorism
Yep.
when what they did to black people and Native Indians for hundreds of years. He say that on record.
Yeah.
But that's about it. It don't go no further than that.
Right.
And none of them ever came to our aid.
Right.
Really. You get the point? Because this devil done deceive the earth.
Right.
Go ahead.
He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him.
Right. They're going to be brought to a low level.
Right.
Right. Just think the metaphor. Heaven and the earth.
Right.
Heaven and the earth. But it's talking about conditions.
Right.
They're going to be brought down low. Like UK after World War II.
Oh, God.
You get the point?
Oh, God.
They're going to want to rebuild. That ain't happening.
Right.
That ain't happening. You're going to be rebuilding my kingdom. That's what they're going to do.
Right.
They're going to rebuild the kingdom of heaven, and they better do it quickly. Go ahead.
verse 10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our God and the power of his Christ. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down.
Right. So now you're going to hear now the angel of the Lord saying, the accuser of our brethren is cast down. Now we prevail.
Right.
So it's things happening simultaneously. This first part here is talking about the condition.
Right.
This second part here is Christ was able to prevail because we done rally. Remember, he waited on us to rally before he come through. So now he's saying, now in heaven, now they're saying the accuser of our brethren is cast down. Two ways: the accuser, this devil on the earth, who always say we ain't this,
right,
and Satan, who is always in the Lord's ear saying, kill this one, kill this one.
Right.
Christ is there saying, no, give him some more time. Right. Give Bakwash some more time. Give the sister some more time. Satan is there, come with the iPad. Lord, look at what they're doing. Now I have a cruise sitting right outside. We could do a drive by, take the whole family. YAHANNA to come and say, Salakia, sir,
right,
I got this. Give him some more time. If he don't change, I'll kill him myself.
Right.
There's an accuser accusing you before the Lord in heaven, in the throne room, day and night. YAHANNA is fighting for you.
Right.
And now you there, now you get simple and going to leave the truth or do something dumb. And then they had to come and rub it in YAHANNA's face. Oh, that was your nigga. You vouch for him, right?
Right.
You say he was good?
Right.
Look at your boy. Come get your boy.
Right.
He left you on the cross, right? That's him.
Right.
That's what's going on. When Christ comes and prevails, it's going to be a shout. Now the accuser is cast down. Now it's going to be like, oh, you thought, Satan, you thought you won.
Right.
You get the point? Keep going.
Which accused them before our God day and night.
You understand? That's what happened. Remember, what happens up there in the spirit happens down here in the flesh.
Right.
Like they persecute us in the flesh down here. Satan is trying his best to make sure none of us get to what's in the book. The book, right, just for time's sake, I'm going to tell you, the book is the inheritance. It's the covenant. It's the promise Abraham made with the Lord. We couldn't get the inheritance because of our sin. Christ came and was the first to rise from death, which is the condition of our sin, so he could come now and get the inheritance. It's like your family member die,
right, and
they leave you $10 million trillion and an estate, but you can't get it. Why? Because you had a felony.
Right.
You are going to cry. Right. You are literally going to cry. What? I had an aunt. What? Oh man, I'm rich. No, this record here. You remember in 85? Remember that party in 85? Because yeah, this party was wild, right? What did I say there? Felony. Felony. It means you don't get shit, nigga.
Right.
Unless you got a family member, immediate kin that could come and claim it for you.
Right.
You go into all your family members and it's like, nah, nigga, I got two. Nah, I can't do this.
Right.
And then one of them come through and be like, what? Come on, man, let's go. You're going to be happy like Pappy.
Right.
You get the point? That's what the rejoice was for. But in order for him to go get it, he has to go in a room with these devils and get beat to piss.
Right.
You going to let him go get beat to piss or you want your inheritance? You see? Can't decide, right? That's why he had to go do it himself.
Right.
That's why he just had to go do it. He just had to go do. He could get whatever he wants, but he now had to go in there so you could get this inheritance.
Right.
And that's why they were so happy about the book is open. You are worthy to open this book. You the one. You the reason we get lawful revenge.
Right.
You the reason. You are the reason we get to wait and cut these devils' heads off lawfully.
Right.
With power and might. Right. Get the point? Go ahead.
Okay. Verse 11. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb,
right,
and by the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives unto the death.
Right, and they loved not their lives unto the death. Who is this talking about?
The men that follow Christ.
Exactly. And what does it mean when they say they loved not their lives unto death?
They walk into danger, knowing
they loved not their lives unto death.
They forsake mother, father, everything,
right,
house, everything.
Not just danger. Some people want the danger.
Yeah.
That's how Satan gets you too.
Right.
You think you all, gone ho and ready to go. That's a trap to put you to death.
That's right.
You understand? Forsaking your life. What's another way of saying forsaking your life?
Like killing the flesh, not giving in to your lust.
You want it.
Become a new person.
You want it. There's something else though. There's something else that's really going to crystallize it. Go ahead, Al.
So like don't give in to your sins.
That's true, but there's something else.
So killing the old man.
That's true, there's something else. I'll give away a t-shirt. I'm buying a bottle of scotch. Anybody?
Is it?
Oh, since you put it like that.
No, it's like I don't know, sir.
Not doing what you want, but doing what somebody else wants.
Come.
That's not loving your life.
Right.
You understand? It's hard. It's a hard concept to get because tell me, I was like, man, I was gonna say it. That's what not loving your life is.
Come.
I don't love what I don't wake up in the morning and do what I want to do.
Right.
I follow the orders I got yesterday.
Right.
That's not loving your life because you would like to wake up in the morning and do what? Go for walks and barbecue and drinking. It's quarantine time.
Right.
But guess what? We have other things to do.
Right.
We have other problems we have to solve. We have the problems of our people to solve. I wake up and the orders I fulfill is not my own, but the orders of somebody else. Somebody else who paid the price. That person who went in that room and get the full tail whip so you could get the inheritance. Now the inheritance is yours, nigga. You're going to do what I want with that money.
That's right.
Because I took these licks. I took it. Was you going to take it? No.
Right.
You wasn't going to take that ass whooping. You was going to be like, nah, damn that. They could keep that money. And somebody went and take it so you could get, no, you're going to do what I want with the money.
That's right.
That's not loving your life until death.
Right.
You understand? Go ahead.
Verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
Right. So now rejoice ye heaven. Now this heaven is not talking about the heaven where Satan is in.
God.
Where the white man are talking about. The devil is in. This is talking about the heaven where the Lord is. Come on.
Those who should be ruling.
Those who should be ruling. Right. And also the scriptures say when one person comes into the truth, the angels rejoice.
Right.
Right. Find that for me. Find the angels rejoice. Forget how it is worded. The angels rejoice or rejoiceth when one soul turneth away. This time, the accuser is cast down. Satan is beat by Michael. Rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in it. There's going to be a loud cry from the throne room for victory because Yahawashi done prevailed.
Right.
You get the point? Go ahead.
Verse
Right.
13.
Give me the rest of verse 12. Therefore rejoice ye heaven.
Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Right.
So in one breath, he's saying the heavens rejoice because this is what's happening. In the next breath, he's telling you, but woe to the inhabitants of the earth and the sea, meaning what? That low place. You get the point? That low place where everybody, the sea represents what? People, the seas of people.
Right.
The devil knows his time is short. So he's going to follow you jogging. He's going to slap you down into the floor and punch you in the face. He's going to kick your woman out the store. He's come down to you with great wrath because his time is short.
Right.
It's been 30 years since Reagan talked about the Star Wars initiative. Now you got plague after plague. Prophecy after prophecy.
Right.
And the UPK is swelling
right.
and growing and thriving.
That's right.
And they cannot stop it.
Right.
He coming with wrath. He ain't coming talking. He ain't
right.
coming like, well, what you guys doing over there? You're not coming with that.
Right.
He coming now. He playing to win. Fourth quarter, game 7.
Right.
He playing to win. He's going to lose.
Right.
Get the point? Who are they hand?
Okay, as a precept for that, the devil comes as a roaring lion seeking to devour someone.
That's it. That's how he's coming. He's not playing for, anything else. Give me your finding 101.
Yeah, come, sir.
Go ahead, read it.
Luke chapter 15, verse 10. Likewise, I say unto you, there is joy in the presence of the angels of God over one sinner that repenteth.
You understand? And that's how important it is.
Right.
To the Most High and the host. That's how important it is. Brother, they're waiting to come and destroy this place.
Right.
Each person who comes into the truth is like, clip up, man. Let's go. Let's go. Look alive. Let's go. Each person who comes into the truth and takes hold of this truth and gets rooted in, brother, they rejoice at. It says for one soul, right?
Come, sir.
One person coming, it's a big deal. That's a huge deal.
Right.
It's a huge deal for the host of heaven. Even the angels rejoice when one soul comes into the truth.
Right.
Go fish harder. Now you're supposed to go. As soon as the class done, yeah, mom, come on. Stop eating that goddamn pork. What's up, JJ? You still effing them white girls? Man, you a sellout, man. Come meet me down in the court right now. You're supposed to now go, ballistic.
It's right.
To try to get everybody in here because listen, the angels rejoicing. You know what that means? They come in to kill and kill good.
That's right.
They come in to kill and kill good. So you get the point? It's a vision of things that happening simultaneously and all at once.
Right.
Like boom here, the war in heaven. Boom here, they moved out of heaven. Boom, then the angels, everybody rejoicing over the victory that coming. Boom, now the lowest state, and at the same time, this devil is coming now to destroy everything. Because he know his time is short. You get me? That was it. You say you had one more, and somebody had one more. I'd like to get the questions in the chat too.
Come,
that will be the last one. Go ahead.
Brother in the chat asked, can you get a breakdown of wisdom on wisdom of Solomon 7 and 17? Trooper Darash, UBK said, can you get a breakdown on wisdom of Solomon 7 and 17?
All right, somebody grab it. I saw something here.
Once a couple other people started asking questions too, so it's a lot.
There was one here I saw, one to answer. Something about dreadlocks.
Yeah, couple comes.
You know, forgive me, I can't answer this dreadlocks questions.
He said, what, Salakia? Moise Zygo said, what is the meaning of dreadlocks growing?
What's the meaning of it? Moise, so you're going to have to give me a little more. What do you mean, what's the meaning of it growing? Like, why people grow it? If that's what you mean, people grow dreadlocks for a myriad of different reasons. Some is religious, some is to get box because worldly women like that look. They love it. They love it. It's psychological because you just look like one of them hippie white boys. That's really what it is. They love that look. And of course, if that's the case, you come with the weed and the carnal, so they want to get high with you. You get the point?
Right.
But as to why people grow it, it's a myriad of different reasons. What I can tell you is it's, disgusting as the day is old.
That's right.
It's a heathen custom and you should cut it because it's not a lock.
Right.
It's not a lock. There's dreadlocks. There's not a lock. That's not a proper lock.
Right.
It's not a good lock. It's a lock that's seized.
Right.
All right. When you ever see a lock you can't open, the key don't open it. Right?
Right.
So you cut it. You get the big bowl cutter. And you come and you clanks and you cut it and throw it away.
Right.
A lock is supposed to put a key in it and you open it.
Right.
And then you could lock it back.
Right.
A braid is a lock.
That's right.
That 3-strand braid that sisters do, that's a lock.
Right.
Samson had 7 locks, meaning he had 7 braids. Because a lock, just like a physical padlock, you could open it and lock it.
Right.
A braid, you can lock it down.
Right.
And you can upbraid it
That's
and
right.
unlock it.
That's right.
When a lock sees, which is a dreadlock, that thing can't comb out.
Right.
That thing, some brothers try to do it because they don't want to cut the thing off and have a bald head for a little while. I did it, and I'm glad I did it.
Right.
I cut it off like it was a limb. And I can tell you straight up, I had 3 hands when I had dreadlocks, brother. And that hand used to grab women. That hand used to grab women, brother. I'm telling you, I walk in the crossroads, I could hardly move. I feel my head pulling going this way. Some broad dragging me into the corner. I was like, well, good night. And then I had to cut that shit off.
That's right.
And I shaved it off and showed up with not a bald head, but low hair.
Right.
Cut the thing off. What are you trying to save? Grow the thing fresh.
That's right.
Right? Cut it off. That lock cannot unbraid.
Right.
can't do it, so you cut that thing off. It's a filthy heathen custom anyway.
That's right.
Anyway, what was the brother one?
He wanted to break down the Wisdom of Solomon 7 and 17.
Quickly. Who have it? Quickly, come on.
Wisdom of Solomon 7 and 17. For he hath given me certain knowledge of the things that are, namely to know how the world was made and the operation of the elements. Verse 18. The beginning.
Hold on, that's it? That's all he wanted?
Come on.
Read it one more time.
Come.
Wisdom of Solomon 7 and 17. For he hath given me certain knowledge of the things that are, namely to know how the world was made and the operation of the elements.
What is this talking about? Who knows?
This is King Solomon saying how the Lord has given him wisdom
Of what?
of how everything operates. That's why in the scriptures he's able to speak about things that most would not understand.
And what would you call that today? How everything operates?
Science.
Science.
God.
I was going to say?
I was going to say science.
The Lord gave Solomon wisdom of science, not science falsely called, real science.
Right.
Science of the biology, science of the mind, right? What's the famous story with the two women who came to Solomon arguing over the baby? Number one died, right? Two of them came. One died. Two of them came with two babies. One of the babies died. The mother of the one who died claimed the living baby. They arguing. They come before Solomon as who should get the baby. Solomon say, well, you want the baby? She say, yes. You want the baby? The other one say, yes. He said, cut the baby in half and give them both half. The real mother, one of the women cried out and said, no, don't cut the baby in half. Let her go ahead with the baby. Solomon said, that is the mother because she cared about the baby's life. That's what? Psychology, science of the mind. Solomon knew what the real mother would do as opposed to the fake mother, what she would do. And he was able now to match the mother with he didn't need no DNA test.
Right.
He didn't need to go take a blood sample and put it in a centrifuge and spin it around and then mail something back to you 3 weeks later. He didn't need to do that. Right. The Lord gave Solomon wisdom of all sciences, of all things.
Right.
That's what it means. All right, brother? Hopefully that's what he wants. We good there? With that, pass the class over to priest and officer Bukwashi.
Security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K. out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General YAHANNA. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in Numbers 18 and 21 and Malachi 3, 8 through 10. Means tenth in Hebrew and is pronounced ma'ashra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, you give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming Holy Convocation is the Passover. Everybody keep in close contact with your camp leader for more information on when the Passover will happen.
Right.
Remind Akim and Aquathium to check on social media such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for ISUPK events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper, is to use to start wearing all black, which means black boots, black shirts, black pants, black headbands, or scarves. With that, I say Amijah, which means stand. Wapanya Hakwadam, which means turn and face to east. We are going to say the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Repeat after me. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shankah, Malakutka, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayat, Aisha. Baharatiza,
Baharatiza,
Kawa,
Kawa,
Haya,
Haya,
Bashemayim,
Bashemayim,
the thunder now,
the thunder now,
Laka,
Laka,
Ka,
Ka,
Yawam,
Yawam,
Wasalaki now,
Wasalaki now,
Kabawaki now,
Kabawaki now,
Kasalaki now,
Kasalaki now,
Kabawaki now,
Kabawaki now,
Wala'a,
Wala'a,
Tabi'aya now,
Tabi'aya now,
Wanasaya one,
Manasaya one,
Abba,
Abba,
Hawashaya now,
Hawashaya now,
Mayan,
Mayan,
Rai,
Ra,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Laka,
Laka,
Hamalakwa,
Hamalakwa,
Waha'ala,
Waha'ala,
Wahakaparak,
Waha'ala,
La'awaliam,
La'awaliam,
Aman,
Aman.
In English, our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come,
Thy kingdom come,
thy will be done,
thy will be done
in earth,
in earth
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread,
our daily bread,
and forgive us our debts
and forgive us our debts
as we forgive our debtors.
as we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not
And lead us not
into temptation,
into temptation,
but deliver us
but deliver us
from evil.
from evil.
For thine is the kingdom,
For thine is the kingdom,
and the power,
and the power,
and the glory,
and the glory,
forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it.
Men of Israel, Sar. We give one, sister, you may take a seat. We give one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Imajim Shabbat, Imajim, Barak,
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabbat.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Barakah.
Yazmatah. Men of Israel, Sar. This is Gui San. We'll give one courtesy salute to the sister. Men of Israel, Imajim Shabbat, Imajim, Barak,
Yahweh Shabbat Adonai Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh, Shamar, Atha, Hashem, Yahweh.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yazmatah.
Good.
Yazmatah. Dismissed.
Good. I see you out there living that Hebrew, sis.
Yeah, I'm right.
You got a job cussing them out. They're going to be like, what you say? Nothing.